Welcome back to Myriad Caves, CTM with Brian. Last time we were doing some exploring in Lumenshshire Caverns, and I finally managed to find an emerald, and I also found this thing. It is the Wind Slicer. It has knockback 2 and looting 1, and is a diamond axe, which will actually make it a pretty decent weapon for just kind of wielding on and around. And in addition to that, I also went ahead and took my Feather Falling 2 and Protection 2 books and made myself a new pair of iron boots. So we've improved the armor situation once again and did some off-camera kind of farming work. But I also went back into Lumenshshire Cavern to look around for more emeralds, and I found at least one. And I also found a couple other things that we could explore together. And so let's review what I did as I was looking around for a while. Ouch. Apparently the creeper saw me fall and he was like, that looks like fun, I'll fall too. I like this thing because it has knockback too. I also like this thing because it deals a fair amount of damage because it's an iron axe and axes deal a fair amount of damage. And so that is good. The creeper fell from like somewhere up there or something. We won't worry about him too much. But I happened to notice there was like a little crevice over here. I actually saw it from way across the way because it has a slight amount of light coming out of it. And it turns out there's a spider spawner here that I went ahead and lit up. And there's an emerald. Da, 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 da. And so this is emerald number 6. Great. So we found 6 and 7. We haven't found 8 and 9. But that is some progress. That is one of 3 things that I kind of found on my own as I did one more circle about the caverns, trying to collect a little bit more stuff and also just get different vantage points to look around. The next thing I found, I think if I go up here, we'll be able to see it maybe. I saw it from somewhere else. So you'll recall, perhaps in the previous episode, that at the top of a lava fall that is maybe... I don't know that I can even see it over here. It's somewhere over here. There was a cavern with a bunch of mushrooms. Brown mushrooms. I think I saw a cavern with a bunch of red mushrooms up above all of these spider webs over here. And so I haven't looked in there at all other than to see it from afar. So I figured we could visit that together on camera as well. And so let's head over there. Gonna take a little bit of a risk and go wee and jump right across here. So somewhere up, yeah, on the top of this lava fall right over here is where I saw it. And I happen to have, a spider chasing after me. But I also happen to have a bunch of ladders in my inventory because I've been farming up some more wood. I wanted to make sure I had plenty ready to go. And so, despite the fact that I'm spawning more spiders behind me, I'll say, nuts to them. Let's just climb up the wall and head over where I'm trying to get to, which is over here. And if the spiders happen to find us, then so be it. They're just spiders. They're unlikely... Oh, boy. I was going to say unlikely to kill me. And then, okay, so this looks extremely similar to the brown mushroom cavern that we found on the other side. But let's pop in here. Okay, we got a zombie spawner. We have... The last one, I think, had like a bow and arrow. We've got red mushrooms growing in here. We have a baby zombie who I do not like. I'm going to try to knock him into the... Nice! Knocked him into the lava. Take that, baby zombie. And because we like safety, now that we no longer need the lava to kill baby zombies, we're going to do a little bit of this action. And that is going to help us discover that there was another zombie spawner in this area. So thank you for that. Go ahead and destroy this. Did I destroy the other spawner over here? I don't think I did. Let's go ahead and destroy it. Gonna grab some red mushrooms as well. And let's go ahead and knock out this waterfall altogether. Mostly so that if this one happens to be trapped, I can run. I think I was starting to say that in the previous one there was like a bow and some arrows and I forget what was the other thing. There was something else in here. And this one has bread. Bread is actually nice. And the tools... I don't think I'm going to bother with the stone tools. Alright, so the good news is it's another place kind of like crossed off the list of places to look. The bad news is it did not contain an emerald. And I think the other place that I have in my notes also does not contain an emerald. However, before we head over there, there are a couple of things I'd like to do. One is I just want to do that because it looked like it would be fun to have a bunch of gravel falling. And also just revealed there aren't any particular traps that happen to be right there. And the other is, let's look around and just see if we see anything else that I haven't seen before, because this is a vantage point in the cavern that I haven't ever had before. But right now, I definitely do not see anything else. I am noticing that this portion is dark, so kind of directly below us might be somewhere else that we want to take a look at. But the next place I want to go, it's up over here. And so I'll meet you guys over there. So just to be oriented, this is the coal cave. This is kind of the entrance to the Forgotten Cliffs, I think. I still can't remember the name of that place. But I realized when I was going over here, I kind of lit up this area. But I even looked down in this hole, but something I didn't do, and I actually specifically grabbed a stone sword, was discover that there happens to be a chest right over here. I don't know if this might be a trap. Bane of Arthropods to knockback and unbreaking, and some cobwebs. I'll take those things. Bane of Arthropods sword actually would have been useful in the previous little area where we actually got this thing, because there were a bunch of spiders there. So I wouldn't mind having one of those to have in the future, to have and to hold. But unfortunately, still haven't seen any other emeralds. There's 2 other emeralds hiding in this area. Just as a refresher, from this perspective now, this is actually a pretty good vantage point. This is where I spotted the red mushroom cavern, which is now easier to see when it's lit up. And this might have also been where I spotted... I don't think you can actually see it from over here. I think it was from somewhere else. But basically, emerald number 6 was over there. Emerald number 7 was in a stalactite over on the ceiling that you can only see if you're a little bit farther back over here. So I would guess that 8 and 9 would be kind of like further on in the cavern. But I'm not sure where to look further on in the cavern. One area that I do feel is always suspicious is this house, where I got blown up by some creepers because I was a little bit careless. I guess I've never gone up on top of the house. I don't know whether there's necessarily anything up here to see, but it might be a good vantage point to look for other things. Is this lava coming down from anywhere interesting? I don't think so. I think it's just kind of its own separate lava column. Here's where we exploded a trap when we tried to get a bunch of iron out of the wall, and it all blew up. And it just occurred to me, it looks like there's a little bit of an inlet kind of going in underneath the island that had the big tree. And so maybe let's take a look down there. I'll just use my lava bucket to get over here. Ooh, okay, this does look suspicious. You see this? That looks like a secret. That looks like a secret if I've ever seen one. Let's see what we got. Aha! Okay. Yet another emerald, emerald number 8. One of the few places I haven't lit up. Oh, and there's even a spawner over here. Is kind of over here, and I have a feeling kind of like starting over here and moving towards the back of the cavern is probably where things are going to be, just because most of the ones we found have been kind of on the front edge of the cavern over here. There's the one we just found. The back edge kind of back towards the cliffs, I feel like, is the area that is still, I don't know, lacking. If I were going to hide another secret, I'd put it over there so they weren't all clustered together kind of thing. Oh, did I not? Okay, he did fall in the... I was going to say, I thought I knocked him into the lava. And I guess he was just swimming up the lava for just a moment. Tried to take one last pot shot at me. There is a bunch of gravel over here. Maybe I'll dig through this gravel. So over here, just below the entrance to the cliffs, feels like, I don't know, the far edge of what could be considered still Lumenshshire Cavern. And so I guess this is where I'm going to look, just because there hasn't been anything to find over in this region, and it seems like plausibly something could be hidden somewhere over here. Looks like there might be an opening at the bottom of this stalagmite over here. I could be making it up, but let's go take a look. And I don't really care about how well lit it is. So yeah, basically right here, no. It was just the way it happened to be cut out. Right there, a little bit of a noisy edge, and let's see. I think it's just some glowstone, but I want to take a closer look over here. Yeah, it is just some glowstone. I'd finished one more loop around the cavern, so I figured we might as well drop off emerald number 8 and emerald number 6. And so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're still missing number 9. And so let me clear out some other inventory and we'll continue to look. It might be nothing, but there's a little bit of light and like a hole in the ceiling over there. I'm going to try to get under it. It looks like actually close to where we just were. Finding the previous emerald might be a good place to be. It also occurs to me with this room, I kind of got in and got out. I have the Bane of Arthropods sword, so these guys will be easier to tackle. But there might be something behind this room. Like, I haven't looked all the way over here. I don't think there is, but it's worth a look. In any case, the looking, I'm a little bit worried by how much looking we've had to do already, just in these first few areas, in terms of how much looking I'll have to do throughout the entire map if I try to get all the emeralds. But at the same time, I'm hopeful that the act of finding the first few is going to get me better at guessing where Render is going to hide stuff in the future. So we'll see. In any case, it looks like it's just a coal wall here, and it doesn't look like there's any other exit from this room. So I'm back up where we found the emerald in the stalactite. The other one was in an alcove underneath the tree, and the other one was kind of just in a little hidey hole kind of in the corner of the mountain. I think maybe right over there. So I'm thinking it would be in this area. Can't tell if there's some suspicious light over there. Maybe I'll build over there next. I just came from the stalactite over there. It turns out that the quote-unquote suspicious light was my own torchlight that was just around the corner over here. Ooh, hey! This spider just dropped a sharpness 2, knockback 1, unbreaking 1 stone axe. Alright, so it seems like there's a lot of random drops that various mobs can give. I think I see a torch up here, but I don't actually remember going up here. It might be that this kind of loops around to the beginning, and this is over near where the speedrunner starter kit loot chest was. Can't remember exactly. I don't know why I'm trying to make a staircase when I got ladders right on the bar. But let's come up here. Oh, right. That was a little tunnel that we went through that had some traps. And yeah, that is the speedrunner starter chest. Could there be something else right near the entrance, maybe, that I missed? There's lava flowing down here. Looks just kind of dark around here. Let me look right near the beginning. Although, if they're in order, I would expect it would be towards the end. Ooh, this zombie just dropped. Knockback 1, projectile protection 2. Not as exciting, but it's always nice to get drops. I've spent like an hour looking around. I just happened to notice something new. There's tripwire here, presumably to prevent ender pearling or something. Not sure why all of this tripwire is here, but this is right at the entrance to the cliffs. I was just trying to get other vantage points in the cavern. I've made like a pillar up through a stalactite and gone at the top to look around. Just don't know where else to look. Seeing as I can't seem to find emerald number 9 anywhere in this cavern, despite a lot of looking, I think instead let's switch back to dungeoning. We had completed a lot of this area, whose name escapes me right now, but we're about to see it once again. But we got up to the top and I encountered some guardians, and I had said if I encounter some guardians, I'm turning back, because this was back in the days when I was just wearing leather armor, a drizzling cove, emerald 17 through 19. Now I've got 3 pieces of protection 2 iron armor, and so I might be able to handle a guardian or 2 at this point. And so I am going to go back up. You'll recall that they were up at the top, and then we went around, and I got into a final area. Well, I'm not sure that it was a final area, but an area that had a guardian, and that's when I turned around. So I'm going to get back up there, and we will see if we can conquer it. Now, from what I recall, the room with the guardians was just down this hallway. And I think I was actually like standing in the room for a few seconds before any of them spawned. And so my plan is to try to rush in, locate the spawner as fast as possible, and see if I can destroy it. Sounds like a good strategy for just about any room, probably. Okay, I see it. Okay, yikes. Okay, creeper I was not expecting. And I don't have aqua affinity. Alright, but I managed to destroy that. Okay. Let's get out of range of any of these guys and eat some food. I just have to be out of line of sight, I'm pretty sure. So if I go around this corner, I should be okay. I think we've spawned at least 2 guardians, and I don't know if that's the only guardian spawner. And I also don't know how effective a bow and arrow is going to be against them. And they may have thorns. I need to keep that in mind, too. Depending upon the moment in time when I hit them. I don't see any other spawners right at the moment. I do see a lighting queue up there, it looks like. Where did these guardians go? And also, where did that creeper come from? That would be a nice thing to think about. Alright, right now I'm not seeing the guardians again. I'm sure they'll find me shortly. Actually, I don't hear them making their noises. Oh no, I do see one there. I think I see one there. It's very hard to see underwater. I wish I had some night vision. Or I actually do have the book that... I have both an Aqua Affinity book and a Respiration book, but it didn't occur to me to try to bring either of them. Oh, hey, I hit him. I don't know how many hits it's going to take with the bow and arrow. Alright, there's one. Alright, he is trying to find me. Cool, I killed one. Alright, great. Okay, so the combination of Super Sniper and being able to eliminate the spawner so I could only take on like 1 or 2 at a time has made what previously I thought insurmountable become quite surmountable. And it does look like we need to go up because I don't see any other direction to go. I don't think there is a way kind of like down in the water over here. Is there a second guardian? I thought I saw one earlier. Yes, there is. Flying around the middle, or did I just see a bat moving? Hey, Mr. Guardian. Alright, well, if he's not going to shoot at me, then I guess I don't need to shoot at him. I am kind of curious... Oops. To see if there's anything under the water down here. I don't think I see anything, though. Other than the well-deserved experience I get for killing a guardian. Alright, so in that case, let's try swimming up this waterfall. See a couple of lights on the side. They might just be like ambience. Oops. Alright, hey, give me some air. Give me some light. Oh, wow. There's like a whole nother region up here. Okay. Zombies and spiders. Fortunately, I have knockback. They are very bad in the what? Oops, crap. Ouch! Oh, I'm glad I had feather falling. I was going to say they're very bad in the water, so that would be the best place for me to try to take on some zombies as I try to get a foothold in the room. But let's go ahead and heal back up. Hey, quit hitting me. That's me. We'll kill him. Looks like this zombie has already found a path around, which means the baby zombie probably won't be far behind. Yep, there he is. Alright, can I knock you back in the water? Yes, great. You I don't mind so much if you want to stay out of the water. Okay, baby zombie, you need to die. Great. I wonder, should I make a... I'll try swimming it back up at one more time. But if I end up like repeatedly falling back down the waterfall, then I might make a ladder. Or something else convenient. Oh, hello. I need some light over here so I can see... darn it. Alright. Let's see. If I want to get over there more easily... There's also some light right up there. I could make a ladder... Maybe up this wall and then climb over. I'll do that. Okay, so here's a new tunnel into the side of this area. And, let's see, ouch. Alright, someone is shooting at me. I'm guessing his name is Skeleton McSkellypants. Can I see him? There he is. Alongside his friend, other McSkeleton McSkellypants. What did I call him? I don't even remember. Alright, he is dead. His friend is going to get super sniped. The zombies want my autograph, but they're not going to get it. I do want to get some more light around that spawner so that they won't be spawning anymore. My pickaxe is actually running very low, and this is one of my Efficiency 2 pickaxes that I need to repair into an Efficiency 3, with the other one, ideally. And so let's keep an eye on that. Actually, I'm going to do an F3H, which I almost never do. F3H, advanced tooltip shown. 39 uses left, it looks like. All right, left on this particular pickaxe. Oops. Hey, I was trying to build a bridge there. You were in my way, zombie. What was he holding? Probably just like sticks or something. I'll pick them back up. All right, I just want to walk around the outside and get a sense of what I'm getting into in here. I see a big room. Almost feels like it could be like a boss arena or something. There's definitely an awesome looking building with some glowstone and things over there. So that seems to be the, this is where you should go, thing that's jumping out at me right at the start. But before we go over there, we'll light up a bit more of the side. I think I just saw another spawner. I should have plenty of torches, so let's get some more on the bar. I see, yeah, arrows over here. I wouldn't mind having more arrows. Thank you very much. And this diamond weapon, it doesn't have any... What did he drop? I think he dropped blast protection too? I guess so. This diamond sword doesn't have any unbreaking, or diamond axe doesn't have any unbreaking on it. But diamond weapons, they last a long time. So I'm not too worried about using up the durability. And I see a chest. I'm just going to light up the area. We'll go empty the chest after I deal with some bad guys. Get a knockback job. There we go. Great. Got another creeper over here who may or may not see me. But I see him. Ha! And this room was not particularly well defended for kind of like harboring that chest. So I should be wary. I don't think it's going to be a trap for whatever reason. Oh, hey, he dropped a book too. I'm getting more books lately. It might be because Aqua Affinity and Thorns. Might be because this has looting 1. I guess I had the Infernizer earlier, which also had looting 1 on it, I think. Oh, dig. Oh, is this going to be a shortcut to the monument? I bet you this is going to be a shortcut to the monument. Oh, and another golden pickaxe. That's nice. And ladders. And gravel is probably gravity blocks so that I can get down. All right. I will try to dig. Oh, that might be helping me, actually. I think... Actually, I'm not exactly sure where that is, but we will go down because I think this is a good thing as opposed to a bad thing. Before I do that, I'm going to eat this and, should I try to ladder drop? Oh, crap. Yikes. Okay. I lived. Hooray for feather falling. I said I'd figure something out. I did. And... Wow. Okay. That was pretty cool, Render, having the TNT drop and blow out just this little corner that was previously not exposed. And so there is the Magenta Dungeon. So I know where we are. Yeah. And so this is it's not the best shortcut in the world, but it's pretty good. I don't like the fact that I was thinking that I was going to be kind of against the wall here. And so I was trying to do a ladder drop, and then it turned out that I was kind of in the center. And so I had to like fall down the tube. That was meaner than it needed to be, I think. But he did give me a bunch of ladders, and so I will be able to ladder back up. And so I guess I'll just do that, and we will continue. I was just talking about the need to repair my pickaxe, so even though I just made a ladder back up, I'm going to try to now also make a ladder down so that I can actually go do those pickaxe repairs. So I have this efficiency 2 pick and this efficiency 2 pick, and I can repair them together into an efficiency 3 pick. That still has most of its durability, and I can always repair it with some iron later on if I want. From up here, it occurs to me I kind of have a new lookout vantage point over the cavern, and so I'm just taking one more look to see if possibly this is a place that one might spy another emerald. Hey look, a baby zombie has come to greet me with notice that there are guardians once again in this area, because that's the only thing that would explain why he's holding squid ink, because guardians like to kill the squids who spawn naturally. So thank you, baby zombie, for giving me this useful information. I ended up, let's go ahead and just kind of block this off, because I ended up making my own ladder over here instead. I'd forgotten that he gave me the gravel in order to get down, and I probably should have used it. Oh well. I don't see any emeralds or anything else kind of hidden in this portion of the cavern. So now that we're back up here, let's see if we can... Okay, let's see if we can take out this creeper spawner with our efficiency 3 pick. Hooray. And then up here, I think I am safe for the moment. And so let's just take a closer look at the awesome looking house that we have over here. This map must really take advantage of the full build limit. It must go up to like close to 256 up here. I was thinking, I forgot to talk about this. In the Lumenshshire Cavern, I have lit up most of it, and I'm still not getting that many mob spawns in the darkness. And so I think there must be like a honeypot, like up at the top of the map or at the bottom of the map, which is a place where monsters can spawn. I see a squid over there, but I'm not seeing any guardians right now. Can I see spawners under the water anywhere? I don't think my eyes are good enough to locate them if they are there. It does look like there might be something right there. Yeah, there's like spotty bits of light kind of all around the cavern. But obviously that seems to be the objective. But there's a lot of places. There might even be an emerald right there. No, prismarine is already green. It's kind of hard to tell. Which way should I go? I definitely don't want to swim across the middle. Let's try going from this entrance back across the other side over here. Like if I go this way, can I hug the wall over here and actually get anywhere? Looks like I can. Let's keep our ears open for mobs, such as this guy. We don't really need to fight. I can just knock him into the water and he's never going to catch me. That guy's got an enchanted chestplate. Wow. That probably had like protection something, because that took a lot of hits from my diamond axe. Hello. Alright, this guy managed to find his way back out of the water, so he's going to do that, and we're going to have to kill him. This guy just dropped down from above, so that tells me there are ledges further up where monsters can get me. Okay. You should be dead at this point. I believe the creepers spawn from a spawner. Yep, okay, there we go. Let's not forget the super sniper. I've got like almost 2 stacks of arrows, so let's work with that. Great. I hear skeleton. I see a chest. I see the skeleton. I don't hear the chest. And the skeletons are fighting each other, I believe, although one of them probably will win shortly. There we go. Now the other one is dead as well. Still worried about other things that might be hiding around here. Okay, like this guy. Not a huge threat, but still would be nice to not deal with him. Great. I haven't seen or heard any guardians. And I don't anticipate that this would be a trap. This just looks like a place to possibly like get some more coal. But in case it is, I can run this way. I can even hop in the water. It is just more coal. Okay, I'll try to remember to get that on the way back. Because right now I still have plenty of torches. From here, the circle around the outside plan seems to be working, so let's continue. And alright, it's not working as well anymore. Can almost get over here. I still don't see signs of guardian spawners, I don't think. But nevertheless, I would prefer not to have my feet touch the water. So I am going to go this way, because I brought plenty of blocks, as I often do, because I have more cobblestone than I know what to do with. I did a lot of tunneling in the first area, and I don't think I mentioned it. I was doing some fishing off camera. I was trying to test out the fishing loot table to see if Render has modified it. I haven't caught that many fish because you catch fish more... Ooh, is there a spawner right there? No. You catch fish more slowly if it's not open to the sky, like wherever you're fishing. Alright, hold on. This is probably a dangerous area. And I don't want to be storytelling and not paying attention. Or maybe it's the opposite of a... Oh, I heard a silverfish. Okay. Let's see. If there's a silverfish, there's a possibility that blocks could disappear out from under me. A lot of this is stone, or appears to be stone, so it's probably a lot of this is silverfish. In any case, from the Victory Cavern, I tried to tunnel up to the ceiling just to see if it was possible to open up to the sky, and I got up to level 236, and then there was a bedrock place, and so I wasn't able to open up my fishing pool in the Victory Cavern to the sky. All right, let's test and see if these are fish. They are. Are all of them fish? They are. Okay, and there appears to be a silverfish spawner, or possibly just some persistent silverfish who are already in the area. So this whole place is going to fall apart, which makes sense because it's beautiful, and so that's what map makers like to do. So I think I'm going to take a different tack. Let's see if I can continue to go around the outside. I will spawn more silverfish, but I don't know that we're necessarily going to take on... Oh, here's a silverfish. Can I one-shot you with... Oh, you have lots of knockback because you're a silverfish. I did not one-shot him, I don't think, or I thought I heard another one wake up. Yeah. Ooh, I just heard a witch. Alright, if I jump and crit, I might be able to one-shot the silverfish. I definitely heard a witch. There's the witch. Fortunately, I have a good bow for the witches. And, oops. Okay. Ah, darn it. Alright, silverfish, I don't like you. I only like you in my map. When you're attacking other people, not when you're attacking me. Alright, you need to go. There we go. Silverfish spawner. I could try to locate the silverfish spawner, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. Around the back over here, there might be... Is there like a dock? Hold on. I didn't get a good enough look. It looks like there's possibly some kind of structure. Alright, let's just finish you off so I can get over here quickly. I'm not going to have time to finish this area in this episode, so I'm just trying to figure out what kinds of things I want to try to get to, and if we can just circle around the whole place, then I'll feel good. Okay, that was not a dock. It's just like some random spikes in the water. And along this back wall, it doesn't appear that there's anything here. Yeah, including even monster spawners, it looks like. So I'm just going to try... Okay, I lied. There's a monster spawner. Should have lit that up before I broke it, just in case. Incorrect strategy. I see a lot of people do that. Attack with the torch before the pickaxe is the correct way to attack most spawners, unless you have like an efficiency 5 diamond pick, and you can just tap and destroy the spawner. It's better to make sure the area is well lit so it doesn't spawn while you're trying to break the thing. Okay, so I managed to circle all the way around this area. We got a vague sense of what is there. I still don't have very much of a sense of what is up top, and I'm sure there's going to be something given how tall this area is. But I think we'll have to do that next time. So I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Myriad Caves by renderXR. I'm trying to get... Oops. Darn it. Trying to get somewhere so I can get into F3. Oh, apparently the Mojang skin servers are down or something because I'm Steve. See you guys later.